Welcome to the Gold Mine at Cal State Long Beach for a Beach women's basketball season opening exhibition game against Point Loma. I'm Bruce Kuntz alongside JayDe Beaudry, and you are listening to 22 West Radio. Head coach Amy Wright is leading the Beach into her third season at the helm. After they lost 4 of their regular 5 starters from last season, it will be a new-look game plan for Long Beach State. That said, Wright did well to retain her roster outside of the 4 seniors that graduated. Only one player from last year transferred away, that being forward Jada Crawshaw, who made her way down to Georgia Tech. Including 2 redshirts, the Beach have 9 returners out of their 13-player roster, including Big West all-freshman team selections Michael Richards and Jacoya Jones-Brown. Richards is expected to miss significant time after an offseason injury, so look to Jones-Brown and other returners such as Kenan Kaw to stand out early on. Amy Wright also added 1 transfer in the portal to the roster with senior forward Kylie Pepe from San Diego State. It was the only transfer Long Beach got, but Pepe will be an impactful player. She should be expected to be one of the standouts early on in this season. Pepe is a former 4-star recruit out of high school. She's coming off an injury redshirt last winter. JayDe, I just talked a lot about this new-look Beach roster. Point Loma is a Division II school, but they're still a dangerous team coming off a great season last year. What stands out to you about the Sea Lions?
Well, Bruce, it's great to be back calling some women's basketball here in the Gold Mine, but calling last season great for Point Loma is an understatement. They had the best season in program history in 2024. By every metric, Point Loma were the best team in the Pac West last season, led by a historically good senior class. Point Loma came into the Pac West schedule with high hopes, picked to finish second, and produced dominant performance after dominant performance on their way to the first conference title in school history. And as excited as we are to see who fills big shoes for the Beach, Coach Charity Elliott will be looking for strong showings from her incoming freshmen and transfer classes. There will be growing pains for both teams this afternoon, but this is a matchup of 2 programs looking to start a new chapter and 2 teams with plenty of talent waiting in the wings.
We've said Amy Wright is in her 3rd season at the helm for the Beach. The head coach for Point Loma is Charity Elliott. She's entering her 5th season as the Point Loma head coach. That was after 9 seasons as the head coach at LMU. So Elliott with a long coaching tenure between multiple schools. She also held head coaching jobs at UC San Diego before they became a D1 school, and then also at Portland State and Cal Baptist. Amy Wright, this is her 3rd year at the helm for the Beach. This is her first head coaching job as well, so still early on in her coaching career, but the early returns have been good. The Beach have made the Big West tournament the last 2 years.
Yeah, the Big West tournament marked a big stepping stone for Long Beach State last season. Unfortunately, they faltered at the first hurdle, but they, with this new look roster, will be looking for another return trip to Henderson come spring.
We're about to get underway in the Gold Mine. It's Judith Olivia Fernandez with the tip for the Beach, but instead winning it, it's Eiley Tippins for Point Loma. Up at the top, it's the guard Izzy Navarro, junior for Point Loma, who hands off on the left wing to Maddie Morrow. She drives in and then kicks to the right side for Golan, who drives along the baseline. Goes to the left corner, triple, no good, off the front iron that time from Ruby Vlahov. And so the Beach will have their first possession of this exhibition game. Jacoya Jones-Brown gives to Oliva Fernandez. Hands right back to Jones-Brown. On the block, she passes out to the right wing. Reynoso goes in. Here's Kenan Kaw working on the block. Spin, jump shot, no good, off the back iron, and the rebound goes to Point Loma. Golan comes up with it.
Yeah, you see Long Beach immediately putting pressure off that rebound.
Here's Golan on the right block, lost it in the paint, but then a foul will be called against the Beach. That's the first stoppage here early on. Point Loma will take it out from underneath.
Yeah, and immediately we're seeing the fast, furious, fun mentality that Amy Wright is trying to instill into this team this year. Immediately off that first rebound, Bruce, 3 white shirts surrounding Point Loma, putting them under all kinds of pressure here early on.
Navarro passing it in for Point Loma. The pass goes high and a lot of contact as Tippins tried to chase it down, and another foul will be called. Looks like that one will go against Kylie Pepe.
And you can see Pepe shrug her shoulders a bit, but no arguments can be made about the call, so we're going to run it back right underneath the baseline. Long Beach very physical here inside the first minute.
2 fouls for Long Beach State. They run the play again, but the pass goes right through the hands of Tippins, and it's a steal for Long Beach State. On the other side, it's Pukas with it. Shot from the right wing, no good, off the back iron, and it bounces up off the top of the backboard and out of bounds. It's a true freshman for Long Beach State. Brenna Pukas, the guard, getting her first shot up there.
Yeah, Pukas just runs the length of the floor, checks both of her shoulders, and decides to pull that triple. I like that shot, Bruce. Very aggressive here. Both teams still looking for that first point.
Izzy Navarro up at the top. She dribbles over to the right wing, now crosses over on Jones-Brown, gets to the elbow, goes to the right corner. Triple from Vlahov, rims out, and it's a rebound for Pepe of the Beach. Still no score. We're 1 minute and 15 seconds in. Pepe on the other end puts up a floater, but it's no good. Didn't draw iron that time, and the rebound goes to Navarro. She pushes the pace on the other end, dribbling up at the top. Now she goes over to the left wing, going to work on Pukas. She drives in, gives a hook pass, but it's picked off by Oliva Fernandez, a steal for the Beach. She passes to Kenan Kaw, who gives it Jones Brown on the other side of the timeline.
Yeah, Long Beach really needs to set up a possession here. Last 2 trips down the floor, they've taken quick shots. Let's see if they can work the shot clock.
Still no score. Pukas on the right wing. Dribbles over towards the corner. Now picks up her dribble and passes to Jones Brown. Pass goes up to Pepe. Triple from the wing. No good. And it's another rebound for Navarro. We're 2 minutes into the game here. Still no score. Navarro hands off on the wing to Golan. She gets a screen, runs the pick and roll, but the pass is picked off again by Oliva Fernandez. Had to jump out of bounds to keep it in, but she has her second steal. Beach across, it's Oliva Fernandez who gives a bounce pass to Pepe, but she lost it out of bounds. The Beach with a turnover, and with 7:45 to go in the first quarter, we still have no score.
Judy Olivia Fernandez standing 6'2". She's got the definite height advantage down low. Long Beach State offensively, though, Bruce, these are the growing pains we're talking about. They're running a 5-out set. Only one big woman in the paint. They have not been able to feed Olivia Fernandez to get anything going inside.
Tomorrow on the left wing giving up to Vlahov at the top of the key. Pass goes down low to Tippins, and she lays it in with the left hand. Point Loma's on the board with the first 2 points of the game on the lay-in from Eiley Tippins, the senior center.
That time Tippins working against the 5'6" Jones Brown. Definite height advantage down there. Point Loma's going to look to capitalize on all afternoon.
Now with the Beach on offense, a foul will be called against Point Loma. Pass went into Pepe in the post, but she got pushed. So that's the first foul against Point Loma. Now the Beach taking it out from the sideline. Jacoya Jones Brown gives in to Kaw in the right corner. Kaw takes one dribble and now gives to Pukas on the wing. Pukas dribbling, gets a screen from Jones Brown. They switch the defenders. It's Navarro guarding now, but the pass goes to Jones Brown at the top. She gives a bounce pass to the paint, but then it's picked off by Golan. She has the steal, and she goes to work on the other end. Gives to the left wing for Morrow. Morrow goes up top for Navarro, crossing over. She drives into the paint, goes to the corner. Triple for Morrow, no good off the front of the rim, and the rebound goes to Brina Pukas.
Once again, Long Beach State needs to get something going in the paint. Point Loma is clogging up the middle of the floor right now.
Kenan Kaw goes baseline and finds Oliva Fernandez. Wide open triple is nothing but nylon. The Beach are on the board with their first 3 points of the year on a three-pointer from the sophomore Judith Oliva Fernandez.
And it starts with penetration in the paint, Bruce. They're able to find Olivia Fernandez. Nobody around her. Easy triple.
Oliva Fernandez with another deflection here. Almost had her third steal of this first quarter, but instead deflects it out of bounds. Navarro tried to go into the paint on a pass for Vlahov. Point Loma takes it out from underneath. There's a pump fake and now finds Vlahov wide open right underneath the basket. She lays it right up and in. It's the second assist early for Navarro.
Vlahov just slips inside. Nobody around her. Easy 2 points for Point Loma. Both offenses still looking to find their feet.
Jacoya Jones Brown on the other end now. Almost lost it out of bounds, but then gives to Oliva Fernandez on the wing. She drives right in. Layup, no good. And then a ball deflects out of bounds off of Point Loma. It was Hannah Golan that touched it last. She was battling with Kenan Kaw for the board, and the Beach will keep possession from underneath the basket.
Yeah, it's really hard for the Beach right now on this left side of the floor. The Point Loma bench is active and loud.
And now we've got an overturn of the call. The officials came together to talk about it, and the ball will go to Point Loma. Kenan Kaw touched it last. So it's the Sea Lions with the ball. 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. 4-3 Point Loma ahead. Izzy Navarro, the native of Tijuana, up at the top. Now Point Loma goes to the corner for Vlahov. She gives up to the wing for Golan. Pass goes into the paint for Tippins. She takes a mid-range jumper, no good. Fighting for her offensive rebound, and a foul will be called. It's going to go against the Beach. Kylie Pepe gets called for her second foul in this first quarter, and that's nice work on the offensive glass from Eiley Tippins to force it. Point Loma passes in from the baseline, goes up top for Vlahov. Jacoya Jones Brown went for the steal, so Vlahov has some space. Dribbles in, now goes to the corner. Triple from Morrow, no good off the front of the rim. Fighting though, Vlahov, an offensive rebound, and then she misses the second chance layup. Beach get out and run. Kenan Kaw on the left wing. Now she slows it down a bit and goes to Jones Brown up at the top. Pass goes back to Kaw, hands off to Pepe. Now Pepe drives into the key, steps through, lays it up and in off the glass. The first bucket of the year for Kylie Pepe is a layup to put the Beach ahead 5-4.
Good spacing on that offensive possession. Olivia Fernandez switched over from the right to the left block to give space down the lane. Beach looking to close this deficit.
High post, it's Vlahov. She gives one dribble and goes out to Navarro. Right wing, long triple, barely kissed the front of the rim, but another offensive rebound for Vlahov, and then a foul will be called against Brina Pukas. She gave Vlahov a push underneath as Vlahov had the height advantage. So Point Loma will take it out from the baseline, and we've got our first round of subs for the Beach. It's Lauren Cummings, the sophomore guard subbing in as Kylie Pepe heads to the bench.
Long Beach is struggling to get leverage inside here, Bruce. They're losing the rebound battle right now. Need to get hands to the ball as soon as it gets off the rim.
Inbound pass goes to Golan up at the top. She dribbles through a couple, and her pass got deflected out to Navarro, and now it's a steal. Navarro takes it right back, though. Her layup is up and through. After Jacoya Jones-Brown had a steal, Navarro stole it right back in the backcourt and then had nobody between her and the basket. It's 6-5 Point Loma. Jacoya Jones-Brown on the other end. Navarro, tight defense, and Jones-Brown goes to Oliva Fernandez. Spin move as she drives. Layup up and in. Up and under move from Judith Oliva Fernandez. Nice work there down low for the forward, and the Beach are ahead 7-6.
And some flashy footwork too, Bruce. That was beautiful to watch.
Oliva Fernandez is a sophomore looking for a big year. High post, it's Tippins. And now whistle blows. It's going to be a turnover for Point Loma. Looks like a foul is called off the ball that time.
Yeah, foul called off the ball. Still not a lot of scoring here through the first period, but we're seeing both teams are more than happy to get active and physical with each other. You have to like what you're seeing if you're Amy Wright and Charity Elliott through these first few minutes.
We're hitting the first media timeout of this first quarter. It's 7-6 Long Beach State. Judy Oliva Fernandez with 5 points early on, so we take a break on 22 West Radio. First quarter here, Long Beach State and Point Loma in the Beach's exhibition opener for this season. It's 7-6 Long Beach State with 4:21 to go in this first quarter. A nice start, JD, early on for Judy Oliva Fernandez.
Yeah, Judy Oliva Fernandez has experience playing 3-on-3 basketball for Spain. That's how she's able to move so quickly and operate inside. She's looking for a big season this year. Obviously, Rachel Luby had the starting center spot last season. Oliva Fernandez looking to solidify herself in this spot early on. I'd like to see more of her on the ball, involved in the paint.
It's the Beach with the ball coming out of the timeout. Oliva Fernandez played in 25 games as a true freshman last year, averaged 1.6 points per game and 2 rebounds a game. The Beach put up a quick shot there, a nice back cut, turned into an open layup, but did not get made that time. So it's Point Loma on offense again. Up at the top, it's Maddie Mersch, who dishes over to Romero on the left wing. Romero crosses over, working on Christy Reynoso. Her pass, though, gets tipped. Another steal there for Kenan Kaw. Long pass up to Oliva Fernandez. Gets picked off by Tippins in transition. The Beach turn it over. Still 7-6 as the Sea Lions have the ball back. On the left wing with space. A triple for Sales off the glass, and it rims out. Hit the rim a couple of times there. Almost had the shooter's touch, but instead the score remains 7-6. Left corner, here's Reynoso pulling a triple for the Beach, no good. Romero with another rebound. She gives a bounce pass in transition to Mersch. Mersch tries to go coast to coast. The layup with the left hand is good off the glass. Nice move there for Point Loma in transition. They move ahead 8-7.
And all starts with Navarra. Neat bounce pass to just get that transition play fluid and running up the middle of the floor.
Oliva Fernandez on the right wing picks up her dribble, now goes to Cummings down low. Cummings on the block to Reynoso up at the top. Reynoso looked for a back cutter, but then instead goes to Oliva Fernandez at the top. She dribbled it off of a Point Loma defender's foot, and she let it go out of bounds, knowing it touched the Point Loma defender, but it looked like the officials didn't see it. I did, JD, but it goes to Point Loma anyway.
Yeah, Oliva Fernandez not protesting too much. It is an exhibition game after all, but definitely not happy with the call as Long Beach has struggled to score now for the past few minutes, the past few possessions, just have not been able to get anything together offensively.
Oliva Fernandez subbed out now, and at center is Haley Wright. Point Loma working in the high post. It's Bartolotto. Now they're swinging it around the wing up at the top, Pasquale. She goes to work on right in the corner. Now a pass down low to the block, and a lay is up and in for Eiley Tippins. Nice work there from Point Loma. Tippins is a center senior coming off an All-Pac-West second-team selection last year. Kylie Pepe's back in the game. She tries to go coast to coast, missed the layup, gets her offensive rebound, second chance, up and no good again. But it's another, they're still fighting for it. Cummings almost had the offensive rebound, and then a foul will be called. It'll go against Point Loma. Jocelyn Pasquale gets called. So nice fight on the offensive glass for Cummings. Gets the Beach another chance.
Yeah, great work from Kylie Pepe to go down and put up a shot and get her own rebound once it went off the front of the rim. Pepe, every time she's in transition, Bruce, has always looked for the basket first, never looking to slow the pace. This is a Long Beach State team we're learning here early in this exhibition game. We'll want to push everything in transition as often as they can.
There's a couple of true freshmen in the game right now for the Beach. Morgan Mack just subbed in. With the ball right now is Tyra Samuel Afalabi. Pass goes to Pepe in the post. She takes a mid-range jumper, no good off the back iron. Rebound to Bartolotto, and Point Loma controls the possession. It's 10-7 Sea Lions here. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Pasquale dribbling on the right wing. She hands it off to Sales. Now Sales goes to the cutter. Vlahov finds a back cutter over on the other side, but the shot from Mersch is blocked by Haley Wright. Nice move down there by the center from Spain. It's Reynoso on the other end, giving to Pepe. Pepe in the high post, now drives down onto the block, steps through and gives to Wright at the top. Reynoso on the right wing, steps through, nice move there. Floater off the glass and in, plus a foul. Christy Reynoso with a nice bucket there. She puts it in, plus the contact. She'll go to the line to make it a three-point play.
I've been waiting to see Christy Reynoso in this exhibition game really do what she does best. She's a shooter, and she can get to the cup. Spent the summer lighting up the Women's Drew League. That time absorbs the contact. She's an undersized 5'4" guard. Now she'll head to the line, looking to add some freebies.
Reynoso played in 11 games as a true freshman last year. She could be one of the players that really steps up in the backcourt this season as she makes the free throw. She's got a three-point play to get her first 3 points of the season. As you said, JD, Reynoso spent this summer playing in the Women's Drew League. She's got a heavy social media following, has done work with Ball is Life previously as well. Jocelyn Pasquale with the ball for Point Loma. We're all tied at 10, a minute and a half to go in the first quarter. Pass goes down low to Bartolotto. She takes a mid-range jumper and sinks it. Nothing but net that time. Point Loma in a hybrid full-court press as they're ahead 12-10. The Beach trying to break it, and they do get it across with Mack. It's right up at the top. She goes to the right wing for Pepe. Gets a screen, now goes to right as she's cutting. A lot of contact, and that's an offensive foul against Haley Wright. She's still down as there is heavy contact there. She's clutching her back a bit as she stands up and appears to be okay. Amy Wright didn't love the call as Wright was cutting as she was looking for the pass. Ran into a defender, but it's an offensive foul against the Beach. Point Loma ahead 12-10 and with possession.
Yeah, Point Loma, as much as they are pressing defensively, are really trying to slow the pace and trying to set up plays on offense. A lot of back cutters for the Beach to deal with.
Now a pass goes off of Reynoso's back, and then it just goes out of bounds. Was rolling around in the paint, and then Samuel Afalabi couldn't track it down before it hit the baseline. Christy Reynoso was playing tight defense against Hannah Golan as Golan went for the back cut. The pass went right off of Reynoso's back. Vlahov up at the top here for Point Loma. Hands off to Pasquale. Now they go to the left wing for Sales. She pulls the triple. It rims out. Rebound goes to Pepe. She finds the outlet to Reynoso. Pass goes right back to Pepe, cutting right down the middle. Left-handed layup is up and through. The assist goes to Christy Reynoso as Pepe lays it in, and we're all tied at 12.
Great play that time from Reynoso. She just slows, picks her eyes up off the floor, is able to find the cutter and the bucket. 12-12 final seconds here.
About a second and a half between the shot and game clocks. Now the ball fumbling over on the sideline, and it's a turnover for Point Loma. Stifling defense between Kylie Pepe and Tyra Samuel Afalabi as they force a turnover up near the half-court line. So the Beach will have one final possession here to end the first quarter. 15 seconds and 1/10 on the clock as the Beach will pass it in from the sideline.
Yeah, Point Loma are going to press from the inbound. Reynoso looking to get the ball right back off this first pass.
She goes into Samuel Afalabi in the backcourt. She takes it across. Pasquale guarding closely. double screen for Samuel Afolabi. She picks up her dribble. Now goes to Pepe. Spin move, lay up and in. Bounced around on the rim 4 times before it dropped. The Beach with a 14-12 lead, and Point Loma doesn't get a shot off before the end of the quarter. Kylie Pepe with the layup to put the Beach ahead. It's 14-12 at the end of the first quarter.
Not the best start for Long Beach State, but a great finish. They're able to put together a solid final possession, and Kylie Pepe is able to get downhill and finish. Reynoso was calling for it in the corner as well, so a few options there for the offense to operate. Looking to carry this momentum into the second quarter now, up 14-12.
We're 10 minutes in. The Beach lead Point Loma 14-12 here on 22 West Radio. Second quarter about to get underway between Long Beach State and Point Loma here in the Gold Mine. It's the Beach ahead 14-12 in their season opening exhibition game. This one won't count for their stats and overall record on the year as they're playing against the Division II Point Loma, but this is still a competitive game through the first quarter as the Beach look to shake off the rust before their season opener at Wyoming on the 7th. Inbound pass for the Beach. Samuel Afolabi lost it, and then her pass as she grabbed the ball on the ground gets picked off by Navarro. Now Navarro blows a tire in the backcourt. Christy Reynoso, nobody between her and the basket, and she blew the layup wide open off the steal. The Beach cannot convert off the easy turnover in the backcourt for Point Loma. So now the Sea Lions with possession again, the score remaining 14-12. It's Navarro handing off to Golan on the left wing. Golan gets a screen, now goes behind the back and lost it. She dives to the ground and manages to come up with the ball. She goes to the corner now for Navarro. Floater went off the rim. That looked like she was trying to pass it, but almost made the shot anyway. It's a rebound for Pepe, and the Beach have possession back.
You need to slow this thing down. It's been a chaotic start to the second quarter.
Christy Reynoso with a pass to Afolabi at the top. Samuel Afolabi drives, puts it up through some contact, and she doesn't make the shot, but she gets the foul. So it'll be 2 shots from the stripe for Tyra Samuel Afolabi.
Yeah, and it was Izzy Navarro who's going to be called for that foul. Navarro is a shifty point guard. She's really been operating this offense well through the first quarter. Obviously, we just saw her blow a tire trying to go up the floor, but this is a Point Loma team that thrives on back cuts, Bruce, and we're starting to see their defensive intensity ramp up. Long Beach State playing that man-to-man defense, trying to run quickly in transition, needs to start jamming up the Sea Lions at every opportunity and attacking the cup, getting downhill, drawing fouls. We're going to see how Amy Wright implements some adjustments going forward in this second quarter.
Tyra Samuel Afolabi, the redshirt freshman, at the stripe. She hits the first free throw. She's redshirted last year, but is back this season for her first experience with the Beach, native of Stockholm, Sweden. Has some experience playing for the U18 Swedish national team. Her second free throw, no good, but it's an offensive rebound for Judy Oliva Fernandez. The Beach have another possession here. Samuel Afolabi drives and kicks to the corner. It's Mack, going baseline. She hands off to Afolabi, and it's another foul for Tyra Samuel Afolabi. Nice job on that last missed free throw by Judy Olivia Fernandez to extend the possession. And for the second straight whistle, it's Tyra Samuel Afolabi going to the free throw line.
Yeah, and Afolabi was able to win that free throw simply because Long Beach State finally runs something on offense. We've seen so much scramble ball through this first quarter and the early second quarter. They finally work inside out, get some ball movement, get some motion, get the Sea Lions off balance, force another foul.
Samuel Afolabi went 1 for 2 on her last trip and now misses the first one. 15-12 Beach here in the second quarter, minute into it. And the second free throw is no good, so 0 for 2 on that trip to the line. Samuel Afalabi 1 for 4 now in the game from the charity stripe. Izzy Navarro on the right wing for Point Loma. She sets up the offense. She hands off to Pasquale, who gets a screen and goes up to the top. Now she dribbles into the high post. Bounce pass goes to the post for Tippins. She goes to work on Pepe. Hop step, puts it up and in off the glass with the right hand. A nice move from the senior center, Eileen Tippins, cuts the lead down to 1.
Really nice work. Just back Pepe down and then get shifty in the shoulders off the glass and in.
Brenna Pukas with a bounce pass to Pepe, who finds Pukas cutting, and she lays it up and in. Good vision from the senior Kylie Pepe to find the true freshman Brenna Pukas cutting. She hits the layup, and the Beach are back ahead by 3. Point Loma working on the other side. It's Tippins in the paint again. She goes with the same spin move, and it's the same result as well. Layup goes up and in off the glass with the right hand. Back-to-back possessions with buckets for Eileen Tippins.
And that time Long Beach got the matchup they wanted. It was Aliva Fernandez defending.
Pukas with a spin move on the other side. She lays it up and in again. So it's identical possessions for both these teams. Pukas with back-to-back buckets for the Beach after Tippins has back-to-back possessions with 2 points for Point Loma. We'll see if they go back to Tippins for a third time. For now, it's Navarro on the right wing for Point Loma, given over to Golan. Gives right back to Navarro. She pulls the triple from the right wing. No good off the front of the rim. Rebound from Mack. Gives up to Pukas. 2-on-1. Pukas pulls the 3. It's no good off the back iron. Bounced up and off the very top of the backboard before Tippins came down with the rebound. So it's Navarro on the left wing now. Point Loma sets up their offense.
And Long Beach State, these last few possessions, we're switching between a 2-3 zone and man-to-man. They're in man defense right now.
Navarro dribbles over to the right side with a screen from Tippins. And she picks up her dribble and needs to find somebody. She winds up giving it Golan right over there in the corner. She dribbles up to the top. Now goes to Tippins, cutting down the lane, and she draws a foul. Went up for the layup and couldn't get it anywhere near the rim, but she just had enough contact to go to the line for 2.
Yeah, it was Morgan Mack defending that time, the 5'10" freshman guard. Goes straight up with both hands, but the feet are moving. Easy call for the officials to make. And these last few possessions, Bruce, looking like more competent basketball from both teams. They're starting to move the ball a bit more, starting to push the pace less in transition, trying to set up both of their offenses and get to the line.
First free throw no good from Eileen Tippins. We've got a first time in the game sub for Long Beach State, the true freshman Rosie Akot, Australian native, making her Beach debut in this exhibition game. Second free throw no good from Tippins. She doesn't hit either of them. So now it's Jacoya Jones-Brown with the ball for the Beach. It's 19-16, 6:50 to go in the first half. Jones-Brown has her pass picked off by Vlahov. It's a steal for Point Loma. Beach still ahead by 3 as Navarro drives in with the left hand, puts up the layup, in off the glass, through some contact. She doesn't get the foul, but it's 2 points for Point Loma. Jacoya Jones-Brown goes quick on the other end, dribbles straight through, and lays it in. Absolutely zero resistance from Point Loma as they got all kinds of out of sorts. It's an easy 2 for Jacoya Jones-Brown, and the Beach are back ahead by 3.
And the point guard's trading full court sprints.
Here's Navarro on the other side. A jumper along the baseline is no good off the front of the rim. Kenan Cobb with a rebound, and now she gives to Jones-Brown in transition. Again, nobody in front of Jones-Brown. She crosses the court with a pass to Pukas. She drives in. Floater is good from Brenna Pukas, and now Point Loma is going to call timeout. Charity Elliott not liking what she saw in those last 2 defensive possessions.
Yeah, and you mentioned it, Bruce. There's just no resistance in front of Jacoya Jones-Brown. She's able to run the floor and scan for options on that last drive down. Was able to kick it to Pukas, who drives inside, puts up a floater. That's good. Long Beach State opening up a 5-point lead now, up 23-18.
Beach ahead by 5, 6 minutes and 7 seconds to go in this second quarter. So we'll step away for a break on 22 West Radio. In the second quarter, Long Beach State up 23-18 over Point Loma. This is the Beach's first official exhibition of this young season. Point Loma already played one exhibition game before this one. They took on La Sierra on October 25th, blew them out of the gym. 101-24 was the final score in a Point Loma victory. It's the Sea Lions with the ball coming out of the timeout. Navarro in the backcourt gets through a press of the Beach. Now they're passing it around as Navarro gets it back at the top and swings over to Golan on the left wing. She gives right back to Navarro, crosses over and drives. Now dishes off to Tippins on the block. Tippins on the right block, gives it back out to the wing for Navarro. She drives baseline, picks up her dribble and swings to the top. Triple from Morrow is good. Nothing but net. Point Loma picks up the triple off an assist from Izzy Navarro.
And that's their first points outside the paint this afternoon, Bruce.
Definitely an inside scoring-oriented Point Loma team. Here's a three on the other end for Oliva Fernandez. It's no good. Rebound goes to Point Loma. Golan had it and then had it tipped out of bounds from Kenan Kaw, so the possession will stay with Point Loma.
Yeah, Kenan Kaw and Jacoya Jones-Brown giving chase down the sideline. There's a Long Beach State team that now knows the Sea Lions want to work the ball inside. See what kind of defense they come out of in this next possession, trying to force shots from the top of the key.
Point Loma had 64 points in the paint in that first exhibition win over La Sierra. Navarro's on the left wing. She goes all the way across to the other side from Morrow. Pass goes right back to Navarro, and now they swing it along the wing. Down low, nobody near Tippins. She takes a mid-range jumper and airballed it too strong. Rebound for Vlahov. She goes up with a second chance, and she put it in. Whistle blows here. Didn't look like there was a foul. It's an injury timeout. Kenan Kaw limping a bit on her right ankle. So the officials blow it dead and allow Kaw to sub out. Pepe comes back in, but that's something to watch for the Beach. Definitely don't want any injuries early on in this exhibition game.
Yeah, Long Beach State came out in a high 3-2 zone with Kenan Kaw playing on that right wing, had to make a sharp turn, just turned her ankle and immediately went down.
All tied at 23. Jones-Brown with a shot along the baseline. No good, off the back of the rim. Rebound for Golan, and now she gets out to run. 3-on-2. Pass goes to Tippins, who lays it right in from the left block. It's a fast break bucket for Point Loma, and they're all of a sudden ahead, 25-23. Beach work fast on the other side. Pepe up at the top of the key. Gives a jab step, now dribbles in. Fadeaway jumper, no good, off the back iron. Offensive rebound for Oliva Fernandez, up and under, and it's through. Oliva Fernandez with a second chance bucket, and we're all tied at 25.
Amy Wright wanted a timeout after that bucket, but Oliva Fernandez put it up instead. Beach need to defend right here, right now against the Sea Lions.
We saw Kenan Kaw go straight back to the locker room. Here's a mid-range jumper from Eiley Tippins that's good. From right around the free throw line, nobody was there to defend her. Amy Wright looked frustrated on the Beach bench. On the other side, here's Pukas with plenty of space, but she gets rejected. Izzy Navarro comes up with it for Point Loma. Pass goes to Tippins in transition. She lays it in. Point Loma playing fast and playing well here in this second quarter. They're out to a 29-25 lead.
And it's all because of that defensive adjustment. Long Beach State in that high 3-2. They're getting penetrated in behind at the free throw line, and they can't stack buckets on the other end in transition.
Pepe gives to Oliva Fernandez for the Beach. She hesitated, now goes on a bounce pass to Pepe. On the block, Pepe's up and under is no good off the right side of the rim. Rebound goes to Golan. Point Loma's hit their last 4 shots from the field as they go to work again. Navarro looks for a back cutter, finds Golan. She goes up from the block, missed it. Ball tipped, and then Pepe will let it go out of bounds. Went off of Tippins that time, so the Beach get possession.
Yeah, and you see some frustration now, especially from Judy Oliva Fernandez, who was isolated on the block during those past few Point Loma possessions. Just telling this team to start playing defense. We've seen them in a soft man-to-man. We've seen them in a high 2-3 and now a 3-2. Point Loma just able to work quickly and work in behind, frustrating the Beach now in the second quarter.
Jacoya Jones-Brown across the timeline, gets a screen from right. Goes up to the top for Pukas. Right back to Jones-Brown on the left wing. She calls for a screen, now drives with her left hand, puts up a floater past a couple defenders. Jones-Brown goes up above them and hits the floater. The Beach back within 2 on a nice shot from the sophomore.
Jones-Brown comes in, makes that immediate impact. She's looking to slow down this Long Beach State offense and now organize defensively in man.
Point Loma with a lot of back cutters. They look for a pass, and it's Navarro getting it up at the top. She goes for the cutter, but it's picked off. A steal for Morgan Mack, the true freshman for the Beach. Jones-Brown on the other side has her pass picked off, but a foul is called. She was trying to find Pepe on the left block. Pepe got pushed out of the way of the pass, so before The steal goes to Point Loma. It's a foul against the Sea Lions, so the Beach keep possession.
Yeah, final 3 minutes now in this second quarter, right before halftime. You're going to see these teams get a lot more physical, Bruce. Wanting to set the tone going into halftime and coming out into that second half. And Amy Wright is still trying to organize her team right before this inbounds pass.
The inbounder is Morgan Mack. Beach running a play. They get it into Pepe on the left block. She gives a spin move, goes up through contact, no foul, and it's a miss. Rebound goes to Hannah Golan. Nice physical defense down low. Pass goes to the left corner. Morrow drives in and lost it as she went up for a gather. The steal that time goes to Morgan Mack for the Beach. They trail by 2 as they're back on the offensive end. Mack picks up her dribble and goes over to the right wing for Pukas. Pukas, the true freshman out of Washington, crosses over to her left hand, drives into the key, stops and lost it. It's a steal for Golan right before a travel also could have been called. Izzy Navarro on the other side, goes to the left corner. Maddie Morrow alone for 3. It's good. Point Loma hits the triple, and they're ahead 32-27.
Yeah, and Pukas took some time to get up off the floor, was not able to track her movement down the floor. Easy triple for the Sea Lions.
Mack picks up her dribble on the block. Now goes on a bounce pass to Wright. Wright working down low. A lot of contact, and it's a block for Idley Tippins. Then Haley Wright gets called for a foul, trying to get the ball back after she was blocked. Nice work down low from the senior center, Idley Tippins, and the Sea Lions will have the ball after a couple of subs.
Yeah, it's the Sea Lions fans making all the noise in the gold mine right now. A small traveling contingent right behind the bench. They are fired up. Long Beach State still confused, still unable to operate offensively, and more changes for Amy Wright as they look to survive these final 90 seconds.
Point Loma based in San Diego, so not too long a trip for those fans to come up here to the gold mine. Point Loma, very good Division II team. They won the Pac West last year for the first time in program history. Point Loma passing around the wing. Now the pass goes down low to Tippins. She puts it up, and a foul. Doesn't make the shot, but it'll be 2 shots from the free throw line for Idley Tippins.
That's another foul down low for Long Beach State. Haley Wright called for it. It's 2 fouls inside the last 30 seconds for Wright. As Long Beach now looks to catch their breath, Point Loma continue to push the pace and stack the points, looking to build on this 32-27 lead.
Minute 15 to go in the second quarter. Idley Tippins steps up here 0 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. Or today, I should say. First one is good, nothing but net for Tippins. This is the first leg of a broadcasting doubleheader for us here on 22 West Radio today. After this game, we'll be heading to the Walter Pyramid for women's volleyball against UC Irvine at 6 o'clock. Tippins' second free throw rims out. Rebound for Judy Oliva Fernandez. With some contact, couple of bodies went down after the free throw on the Beach with a momentary 5-on-4, but Golan catches up to the play on defense for Point Loma. Here's Reynoso on the left wing, had the pass tipped, but then she tracks it down. Oliva Fernandez finds Jones Brown cutting right underneath. She goes up, had it blocked, and then has it blocked again. 2 blocks for Point Loma. Navarro has the first one, and Tippins sends it out of bounds. Back-to-back rejections from Jacoya Jones Brown. And now Jones Brown is going to get sent to the bench. It looks like she might have some blood on her jersey or something like that.
Amy Wright is just screaming now at the medical staff to get Jacoya Jones Brown some attention. It's been a very frustrating first half for Long Beach State. Playing Point Loma, a Division II school, obviously a very good Division II program, but Amy Wright has not been happy with what she's seen from her team so far. They've looked unsettled. They have not looked in control, really, aside from those first few minutes of this second quarter. Now a lengthy stoppage now before we can get back to this final minute of first half action.
It's 33-27, Point Loma ahead of Long Beach State here in the second quarter. Long Beach had a lead at the end of the first, but now it's Point Loma who's pulled ahead. 21-13, Point Loma has outscored the Beach here in this second quarter.
And Izzy Navarro has really had herself a nice game. 4 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and just picked up her second block of the game.
Reynoso with space from 3, no good. Airball, that one way too strong, went off the glass, and then Bartolotto pulled down the rebound for Point Loma. Navarro goes quickly on the other end, layup up, no good, but a foul. It'll be 2 shots from the free throw line for Izzy Navarro as she went coast to coast with some speed, and now she'll get to shoot 2.
Izzy Navarro last season, Pac West Freshman of the Year, All Pac West second team, was one of the scoring options off the bench for this Point Loma team.
Navarro played for Concordia last year.
Oh, excuse me, Bruce.
Transferred to Point Loma. but she's going to be an impact player for the Sea Lions this season, no doubt. First free throw, no good.
That was a Concordia team that Point Loma beat twice last season in the Pac West regular season.
Second free throw from Navarro, up and through, so it's 1 for 2 on that trip to the line. Jocelyn Pasquale will sub back in here for Point Loma as Navarro heads to the bench. The Beach with possession, 45 seconds to go in the second quarter. Point Loma ahead 34-27. They're in a press. Jacoya Jones-Brown able to break it. She goes full speed and kicks to the corner for right. Now gets a pass right back on the wing. Goes to Reynoso over at the top. Reynoso bounce pass to Jones-Brown cutting. Left block. She throws up a shot. It's no good, but a foul is called. See if they call it on the floor. They will call it a shooting foul for Jacoya Jones-Brown. She'll get a couple of shots from the free throw line.
Yeah, Jacoya Jones-Brown just threw up a prayer there, Bruce, and Long Beach now facing their largest deficit of the afternoon so far. Jones-Brown looking to cut into it with a few free throws here. Lucky she got the call, now needs to make the most of it.
It was a nice move there by Jones-Brown as she sensed the contact and looked like she threw up the shot knowing that it was going to be a shooting foul. First shot from Jones-Brown, up and through. She's got 5 points now tonight as this is her first time at the free throw line. Jones-Brown was a Big West all-freshman team selection last year, played all 29 games as a true freshman. She goes 2 for 2 on this trip to the line. She started the final 7 games of the season last year for the Beach after coming off the bench in the first 22. Jones-Brown definitely figures to be a big part of this Beach offense this season. Floater on the other side for Point Loma, no good off the back iron. Cassidy Bartolotto had some space, but Jones-Brown pulls down the rebound. Oliva Fernandez on the other side. On the left block, she gets called for a travel. Got herself a little moving too fast. So she lost her footing as she was down low and turns it over. 12.8 seconds to go, and Point Loma has the ball with a 5-point lead.
Yeah, Point Loma's going to hold for the last shot here. That's a big call going against the Beach.
Pasquale across the timeline, 7 to go. She's dribbling on the right wing. 4 seconds. Gets a screen up at the top. Now getting double teamed. She steps through. Pass goes down low, but they don't get it off. Eiley Tippins put the ball in, but they're going to wave it down. Looked like at first the officials were calling a foul, but then they're going to say that foul happened after the buzzer, and that'll do it for the first half. Point Loma leads 34-29 over the Beach.
Yeah, and even on that last possession, Bruce, Point Loma was able to get the ball where they wanted it, down at the block. Long Beach State has a lot of questions to answer at halftime. Yes, this is the first game of the season. Yes, it's an exhibition game, but Amy Wright is holding this team to a very high standard. In the absence of those big losses from last season, still looking to see who's going to step up and deliver in this second half.
We'll take a break during halftime. We'll be back momentarily for the start of the second half. Point Loma and Long Beach State with 15 minutes on the halftime clock, and then we'll be back for the second half of this exhibition game on 22 West Radio. Second half nearing to get underway between Long Beach State and Point Loma. It's an exhibition women's basketball opener for Long Beach State here in the Gold Mine. It's going to be an interesting year for Long Beach State, JD. They went 16-14 last year, 12-8 in conference, finished in 6th place in the Big West and got knocked out in the first round of the Big West playoffs. But they lost 4 of their 5 starters from last year, so head coach Amy Wright will need to look down the rest of the roster, especially at some of the returners, and look for some players to step up.
Yeah, we would hate to harp on just how much these losses are going to affect Long Beach State, but they are big losses. Savannah Tucker, who eclipsed 1,000 points last season in her senior year and accounted for the majority of the Long Beach State offense, has graduated, as has Patricia Chung and Lovely Sonia, the other point guard duo that split time at the top of the floor at the 1. Rachel Luby, who led the Big West in rebounds for most of the season, and Jada Crawshaw, the transfer now at Georgia Tech, were big parts of the big-time block and rebounding effort that saw Long Beach State lead the Big West in rebounds. This was a high-scoring, high-rebounding, highly efficient offense for Long Beach State last season, and with those big shoes to fill, we're still waiting to see who's going to step up.
The Beach were first in the Big West with 68.2 points per game on average, and then, as you said, JD, they were also first with 42.5 rebounds per game as a team. So they did well on the glass and on offense, but then they were second last in the conference in defense with 68.7 points allowed per game. So we'll see if the identity is the same for the Beach this year with a high-scoring, high-paced offense that also tends to give up a lot of points on the other end, or maybe for Amy Wright without the presence of some of those proficient scorers from last year like Savannah Tucker and Jada Crawshaw, if Wright has to go back to the board and potentially change this team's identity.
Yeah, we've already seen 4 different defensive looks, especially in that first half. At different times of that first half, you knew that Amy Wright was going to put her team in difficult situations, and in that first half, they did not always rise to the occasion. We saw zone looks, man looks, and hybrid looks from this Long Beach State team. Have not seen them run a full court press yet, but we can maybe expect that in this second half. This is a Long Beach State team that needs to refine their identity. This is a very talented conference this year, and Long Beach State, with those big losses, is going to need this freshman class, and some of these players who rode the bench for the past 2 years or even a year in their freshman seasons should really start to step up and make this team their own.
For Long Beach, it was a tough end to that first half heading into the locker room. It's 34-29. Point Loma ahead as the third quarter is close to getting underway. The Beach went 0 for their last 5 from the field. It was over 3 minutes to end the second quarter without a shot from the field going in for Long Beach State. On the other side, Point Loma hit 5 of their last 7 shots from the field. And in that discussion about the players that graduated from Long Beach State last year, Patricia Chung led the team in assists last season, and we see her over on the bench for Long Beach State, not listed as one of the assistant coaches for this Beach team, but clearly has been involved throughout this summer in some capacity as she is on the bench with Amy Wright tonight.
Yeah, we see that Patricia Chung, even as the warm-ups are underway for the second half, is in deep discussion with Amy Wright. They had a really close relationship last year as Chung was a multi-year member of this program. Chung was a very smart, very cerebral player who led this offense with her slow pace and her ability to hold up the ball inside the three-point line, really hoping she could mentor Jacoya Jones-Brown, who looks to be the go-to point guard, and Christy Reynoso, who we've already seen a few flashes from in that first half, looking to recapture the spark of last year's offense. And Patricia Chung, obviously one of the assistants on a very talented staff that Amy Wright has assembled across her 3 seasons here at the Beach.
For Amy Wright, she's got 3 official assistants on the staff: Raru Archer, Jesse Clark, and Joshane Lee, the official assistants for Long Beach State. But as we've said, Patricia Chung also part of the operation.
One thing to look out for here as well in the second half, Bruce, is how well Long Beach State rebounds. They've been dominated inside by a Point Loma team that really has captured the atmosphere inside the gold mine and has a few of their bigs working wonders. Judith Olivia Fernandez will be one to watch here in the second half. She was the starting center to start this game, and she'll come out once again in the second half in the starting 5. Tallest player on the floor for the Beach, standing 6'2", with some fancy footwork we've seen already.
And she'll have some competition on the other end. The real standout for Point Loma in that first half was the senior center, Eiley Tippins. She had 15 points, 7 for 9 from the field, a couple of blocks and 2 rebounds as well. So it was an impressive first half for Tippins, who originally hails out of Tahoe Vista, California. It'll be Point Loma with possession to begin this third quarter. The Sea Lions head 34-29 over Long Beach State. The Beach will look to make a comeback here in the gold mine to open up their exhibition season. Point Loma passes it in to Izzy Navarro in the backcourt. Navarro with 5 points so far today, 4 assists to her name. She goes down low for Tippins. Tippins with that long pass over to the left side. Vlehov pulls a triple. No good off the glass, but it's another good job by Tippins on the offensive glass. She draws a foul, and Point Loma will get another possession.
Yeah, working that time 1-on-1 against Calif Pepe. It's going to be a matchup to watch in the second half. Pepe getting herself into some foul trouble now.
Pepe stands 5'11", Tippins at 6'2". The inbound pass goes to Tippins. It's now Olivia Fernandez guarding. Navarro pulls a triple from the right wing, no good, and Kenan Kaw chases down a long rebound in the corner. Jacoya Jones-Brown gets the pass and now crosses the timeline. She tries to go coast to coast, and she draws a foul. Hard contact as she collides with the bleachers over down beyond the baseline. But Jacoya Jones-Brown will go to the line for 2 shots as she gets help to her feet.
Jones-Brown 6 points, 2 rebounds in that first half, and that's always going to be her first look, Bruce. Jacoya Jones-Brown loves to pick up her head as soon as she gets the ball and charge down the court, no matter what kind of contact is in her way. If she has a sniff at the bucket, she's going to go for it. Glad to see she's up and okay after, as you mentioned, a hard collision with the bleachers.
Jones-Brown, a native of Atlanta, Georgia. She was 3-time All-Georgia first team in high school. She missed the first free throw. Jones-Brown 2 for 3 from the stripe in the game now as she shoots another. This time it's up and through, so she's 3 for 4 in the game. Jones-Brown up to 7 points now. 34-30, Point Loma still ahead. It's Izzy Navarro, the transfer from Concordia, with the ball. Now over on the left wing for Point Loma, it's Morrow. Morrow gives back to Navarro at the top. Navarro gets a screen, now gets a switch on Pukas. Pass goes down low. Vlehov with a nice move, leaves behind her defender but blew the layup. Offensive rebound for Tippins. She goes up and puts it in off the glass. Another nice job on the offensive boards by Eiley Tippins. She has a second chance bucket, and Point Loma's ahead by 6. Jones-Brown dribbles across to the left wing, now goes up from the left side. She lays it in through a couple defenders of Point Loma. 2 points for Jones-Brown makes it 36-32.
Both teams trade buckets here early on in the third quarter, as now we're starting to see another hybrid zone man from Long Beach State defensively.
Point Loma passes around the wing. It's Morrow over on the right side. Now goes to the corner, pulling a triple. Vlehov with space, and she put it off the glass and in from the corner. That shot was surely offline, but she has the shooter's touch. It goes off the backboard and in, shooting from the right corner. The three-pointer for Point Loma makes it 39-32. On the other end, Kenan Kaw lays it in, went to work from the right block and stepped through, put it in with the right hand. Quickly on the other side, Morrow gets blocked. She went up for a layup, and Judy Oliva Fernandez sends it back. Pass in transition, though, goes out of bounds. Chaotic basketball these last couple possessions. Off the block from Oliva Fernandez, the Beach throw it out of bounds and turn it over.
It was Maddie Morrow who caught the ball on the left wing, had space in front of her. Oliva Fernandez leaves her assignment, picks up the block, and the Beach just can't get that ball ahead in transition.
Navarro drives in with the left hand here, pulls up and fades away, but missed the shot. Jones-Brown fighting for the rebound, and now foul will be called against Eiley Tippins. Continues to be physical down low on the offensive glass, but this time she gets whistled, and the Beach will have possession.
Yeah, Tippins has just been the #1 scoring option for Point Loma tonight, and that's simply because she operates down in the block. Is a big part of their offense. A lot of back cuts go through Tippins, and Jones-Brown a little gimpy to get off after that last collision.
It's the second time Jones-Brown has had to hit the ground hard already in this third quarter. We're 2 minutes into it, 39-34, Point Loma ahead. Jones-Brown gives to Pukas over on the left wing. She gets a screen from Pepe. Pass goes right back to Pepe. She hesitated, now drives in and pulls up for a floater, and she rims it in. Pepe right along the baseline, pulls up with a floater and puts it in. 39-36 now the score. Point Loma has a crossover. Golan gets blocked. She tracks down the ball, though. Now goes to Tippins over in the corner. Pass goes up to the wing. And now it's Golan near the top with the ball. She goes down low for Vlehov. Shot up and through. Used the right hand as she had the height advantage over Brenna Pukas. It's Ruby Vlehov with a bucket. Point Loma ahead by 5. Pepe at the top gives to Oliva Fernandez for the Beach. Back cutter is Kenan Kaw. She gets the pass, and she lays it in. Good vision from Judy Oliva Fernandez on the assist. Kenan Kaw with a deuce.
And a good cut from Kenan Kaw as well. Was hanging out in the corner, flashes across the baseline, puts her arm up, and gets the bucket.
Morrow gets the screen, but instead passes to Golan on the right wing. She gets a screen herself. Now goes back. A triple for Morrow. Nothing. Goes out of bounds, did not draw iron that time for Maddie Morrow on a 3-point attempt. Couple subs come in for the Beach. Christy Reynoso checks in alongside Morgan Mack.
Out goes Brianna Pukas. She's had a frustrating afternoon so far, running in transition. She's missed a few long balls over the top. Gonna have a seat on the bench. Hopefully we see her more in the 3rd and 4th quarter.
41-38, Point Loma ahead of the Beach. Jones-Brown in the pass to Pepe. Pepe at the high post goes down to Jones-Brown, who lost it out of bounds. She tried to save it and actually did keep it in play, but turned it over as she passed the ball back in play. Vlahov now gets called for a travel. She was on the block as she got a bounce pass from the Point Loma offense and took a couple of steps as she tried to go for a gather. Beach make another sub here. Tyra Samuel Afalabi had a nice first half, and she checks in for the first time in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, so new look ball handler, new look offense for Long Beach State as they only trailed by 3 now. They've slowly chipped away into this Point Loma lead.
Samuel Afalabi dribbles over to the right wing, now goes to Pepe at the top. Reynoso gets a pass and hands off to Oliva Fernandez. Oliva Fernandez finds Pepe cutting, left block. She goes up, missed the layup. There was heavy contact, and now Pepe gets called for a foul as she was fighting for the offensive rebound. Vlahov had already secured it, and then Pepe gets whistled.
Yeah, and that was a missed opportunity there for Pepe to make the extra pass to Samuel Afalabi, who was all alone on the opposite block. Pepe looks her off, goes up with contact, unable to put the shot away, unable to secure the foul, and a wasted possession that time for Long Beach State where they had good ball movement and had options in the paint.
Just missed the one extra pass at the end. Navarro across the timeline for Point Loma. Goes over to Pasquale on the right wing. High post right at the free throw line. It's Merce. Goes back. Navarro pulls a triple and hits it. Izzy Navarro's had an impressive game as the Point Loma point guard. She hits the 3 there. She's up to 8 points in the game. 44-38, the Point Loma lead. Reynoso up at the top, goes to right on the wing. Bounce pass gets tipped out of bounds. Good active hands from Maddie Mersch on the block for Point Loma as she sends it out of bounds.
Long Beach State now with 2 bigs in the game in Wright and Oliva Fernandez. Going to see how they operate off of this inbound pass. Looking to punish Point Loma in the paint now. Use that size to their advantage.
Mack passes in from the sideline, standing right in the left corner. She finds Reynoso. She goes up to Oliva Fernandez, who hands off to Afalabi, almost threw it out of bounds. Tyra Samuel Afalabi goes back to Oliva Fernandez. Spin move and a floater. She puts it in. Second time we've seen Oliva Fernandez go to that spin move on a drive, and it works again. Good footwork from the sophomore. Floater on the other end for Golan misses, and it's Oliva Fernandez with the rebound. Beach move fast. Reynoso goes up for Wright. Wright on the block, gets it, but then gets her shot blocked. Eiley Tippins with another nice play on the defensive end. That's Tippins' 3rd block of the afternoon. And then Haley Wright gets called for a foul after Tippins had secured the block.
And as good of a play as that is from Tippins, she's forced to make it because of the pass from Christy Reynoso from near half court. Floats it right into the hands of Haley Wright, who was matched up like white on rice with Tippins. Good to see Tippins is up and okay. She's going to head to the bench, but Long Beach State still being swarmed by the Sea Lions as they look to chip away at this 4-point lead. They trail 40-44.
Beach are going into a full court press. Pass goes into Navarro in the backcourt. Now the Beach back out of it. Reynoso guarding Navarro. Navarro drives in, steps through. Left-handed layup is up and in. Christy Reynoso could not defend long enough as Navarro goes coast to coast and puts in a layup. 46-40 now, the Point Loma lead. Mack up at the top, getting closely defended by Golan. Mack goes behind the back and hands off to Wright. One dribble for Wright, and now she goes bounce pass to Kaw, down low. Pass to Samuel Afalabi. The triple from the corner is good. Samuel Afalabi hits the shot off a nice pass from Kenan Kaw, and now Point Loma will call timeout with the Beach having cut the lead to 3.
That's a big time shot from the corner. And Long Beach State, we've seen it a few times tonight, Bruce, when they're able to string a few passes together, work inside out, force Point Loma to crash the paint, they can kick out and get the shot that they want. Only trailing by 3 now. Crucial to come out of this timeout with that same fire and that same energy.
Got a timeout midway through this 3rd quarter. 4 minutes and 35 seconds to go. 46-43, Point Loma's ahead as Long Beach looks to fight back into it. We'll be right back on 22 West Radio. Media timeout breaks here midway through the third quarter. It's 46-43 Point Loma, an exhibition game here in the Gold Mine. Point Loma breaks the Long Beach press immediately, and it's Izzy Navarro who holds off and lets her teammates catch up right across the timeline. Navarro gives over to the left wing for Mersch, getting guarded by Kaw. Mersch dribbles towards the corner and now gives up for Vlahov. Vlahov finds her cutter. Bartolotto, one dribble, and then she puts it in with the left hand off the glass. It's another 2 points for Point Loma. They're now ahead by 5. They're getting pressed. Long Beach trying to get it across. Reynoso just gets across the timeline, but then has it poked loose. Navarro with the steal. Her pass up to Pasquale. She lays it up and in transition. Point Loma with a 4-0 run coming out of the timeout. Back-to-back layups, and they've extended their lead to 7. Mack on the left wing. The Beach trying to find their rhythm again. Reynoso gives to Kaw on the right wing. Kaw now drives in. Had it poked loose, but it's a foul. It's called against Point Loma. A couple defenders were reaching against Kenan Kaw as she drove in. Foul goes against Maddie Mersch.
Yeah, what we've been talking about, Bruce, so far tonight is how much Long Beach State has struggled with consistency. They come out of that timeout, they give up a 4-0 run. Reynoso gets pickpocketed by Navarra, and once again they find themselves down by 7 and 50-43. It's Point Loma who has all the momentum at the moment and just seem to be the team more likely to mentally reset after each stoppage. Long Beach State still struggling to just find a starting 5 or a 5 on the floor that's working for them, a defensive scheme that's working. We've seen Amy Wright throw it all at the Sea Lions so far this afternoon, and Point Loma's been up to the task.
Just about a minute went by since that last media timeout, but Amy Wright wants to talk things over again, so she calls a timeout here. 50-43, Point Loma ahead of Long Beach State on 22 West Radio. Long Beach State trailing behind Point Loma by 7. 3 minutes and 44 seconds to go in the third quarter. The Sea Lions with a 50-43 lead.
Yeah, the Sea Lions have just been able to capitalize on the momentum out of these breaks. In that timeout, we saw Amy Wright talking to each of the starting 5 on the floor right now individually, just getting this team to reset and refocus, get something right here off the inbound play.
Takoya Jones-Brown passes it in to Pukas. Pukas goes to Jones-Brown. Fadeaway jumper, no good. She's fighting for the offensive rebound, and she's got it. Jones-Brown secures the board. Now she gets a pass over on the right wing from Samuel Afalabi. She gives over to Samuel Afalabi. Goes to the post for Pepe. Pepe up and through, but she put the shot off the bottom of the backboard. Got some space, but then couldn't convert the layup. Still a 7-point lead as Point Loma goes to work on offense again. Pasquale with the ball in the left wing, and now foul will be called. Some aggressive defense from Brenna Pukas as she gets whistled. For Pukas, that's her second personal foul. Point Loma will get the ball from the sideline.
Fouls are going to be something to watch here, Bruce. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Still a lot of basketball to play. Long Beach, a few players already starting to approach foul trouble.
Navarro gets a screen. Then she's got a mismatch on right, over on the right wing. She picks up her dribble and goes across to the left side. Triple from Bartolotto. No good, too short. And Haley Wright with a nice physical board on the defensive glass for the Beach. Jones-Brown across the timeline, dribbles over straight into the right corner. Now goes up top for Pukas. Quick triple is good. Pukas off an assist from Jones-Brown. Hits the 3 from the top of the key, and the Beach are within 4.
That's some maturity out of Jacoya Jones-Brown. She goes full steam ahead down the floor, then looks back, is able to find the open shooter. Long Beach only trails now, 46-50.
Here's a 3 on the other end from Pasquale. No good. Rebound to Pepe. The Beach are down by 4. Now they go quickly. Pukas on the right wing. Crosses over and now gives to Jones-Brown at the top. Pepe gets a pass. They swing along the wing. Now go to the high post for Pukas. Picked up her dribble. Goes back out to the top for Jones-Brown. Now she dribbles back and sets up a play. gets a screen from right, driving in on the left side, puts up a shot off the glass and through. Jacoya Jones-Brown has cut the lead down to 2 with a layup from the left block.
This is the closest Long Beach State have gotten all quarter long to Point Loma. Needs something solid defensively right now and turning it into a bucket on the other end.
Pasquale with the ball for Point Loma. They run the pick and roll. Pass goes down low for Vlahov. She lays it up and in. Nice vision from Pasquale to find her cutter, and Point Loma has extended their lead back to 4.
And Vlahov up to 11 points. Quietly dominant performance this afternoon.
Samuel Afalabi passes over to Jones-Brown. She's on the right wing for the Beach, trying to keep this offensive streak going. Jones-Brown dribbles right in and lays it up and through. Izzy Navarro couldn't stand in the way. Jones-Brown puts her head down and drives straight in for a layup. 52-50 now the score.
Great layup from Jones-Brown, switching from that right to the left hand.
Navarro getting doubled, and it's stolen by Tyra Samuel Afalabi. No one between her and the basket. Samuel Afalabi lays it in off the turnover, and the Beach have fought back to tie it up at 52. Izzy Navarro across the timeline. Long Beach looking for one more stop and then potentially to go try and take the lead. Pasquale goes down low. One jab step, and now Vlahov dribbles into the key. Couple of spin moves. Now she goes up and gets blocked by Haley Wright. Pepe pulls down the rebound. All tied at 52 as the Beach cross the timeline. It's Brenna Pukas with the ball on the right wing. She calls a play, backs off, now crosses over. She drives over to the right wing, makes some space, triple, no good. That's too strong off the back iron, and it bounces up off the top of the backboard. A nice move from Pukas created some square footage there on the wing, but she can't convert the triple.
Great crossover move from Pukas. Got the shot she wanted, had Emma Sales stumbling backwards, just couldn't hit it. But we're tied here, Bruce. Big possession now, 40 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Jocelyn Pasquale across the timeline, hands off to Golan. And the pass goes to Bartolotto at the top, goes to the high post for Vlahov. Vlahov now cuts in, goes to the right corner. A 3 from Pasquale, no good off the back iron. Pukas comes down with the rebound. The true freshman for the Beach with 17 seconds to go crosses the timeline. It's Pasquale defending as the Beach will hold for the last shot. It's Jones-Brown who comes up to get the ball. 10 seconds to go. Jones-Brown with a bounce pass to Pepe. Hands right back to Jones-Brown. She lost it. It's a steal for Bartolotto. And now with 3 seconds, Point Loma gets a pass across. Heave from Pasquale right at the buzzer is no good. Not sure if she even got it off, but we're going to head to the fourth quarter, all tied at 52.
And as good as that last defensive stand was from Long Beach State, they're unable to turn it into points, and we go into the fourth quarter, all tied up at 52. Jacoya Jones-Brown, we knew the ball was going to be in her hands. She's been the primary ball handler tonight while she's on the floor. Just gets it poked loose, and the Sea Lions give themselves a shot here in the exhibition game to pull off a big win over Long Beach State. Point Loma coming off that great season in the Pac West last year as a Division II program. Have Long Beach State on the ropes. Amy Wright during this mid-quarter break is going to need to pull out something special to get this team back on track and capitalize on that late third quarter momentum.
Point Loma has led by as many as 7 points, and now Long Beach fights back into a tie score to end the third quarter. We're all tied at 52. Fourth quarter coming up shortly on 22 West Radio. Fourth quarter getting underway in the Gold Mine. Long Beach State and Point Loma all tied at 52, so we could be in store for a good finish. Long Beach State, a Division I team in the Big West, taking on Division II Point Loma out of the Pac West. It's the Beach with the possession coming out of the timeout and to begin the fourth quarter. Pukas with a pass over to Jones-Brown. She's driving. Pass goes to the corner. Wright puts up a three. It's not going to count, though. An offensive foul gets called against Jacoya Jones-Brown. She's whistled for a charge. Nice job down low by Pasquale to draw the foul.
And the Sea Lions continue to feel themselves in this fourth quarter. A lot of what we're going to see over the next 9.5 minutes will be determined by what we see in these first 30 seconds. As Point Loma looks for the first bucket.
Pasquale up at the top. Couple of quick moves. Now passes over to Vlahov. She swings to the right wing from Morrow. Morrow gets a screen from Vlahov. Now picks up her dribble and goes to the corner. Step back, Bartolotto now needs to find a pass. She goes down low on a bounce. Goes to the left wing. Morrow pulls a three. It rims out. Rebound goes to Samuel Afalabi. Picks up her dribble. Point Loma wanted to travel, but they're not going to get it. Here's on the right wing, a three from Pukas. It's good! Brenna Pukas, the true freshman, pulls a three in transition, and the Beach have taken a 55-52 lead.
Long Beach State leads for the first time in the second half now. Big-time bucket from the freshman.
Left wing, it's Maddie Morrow looking for a pass. Fit it through a tight window there to Vlahov. Now Vlahov's on the right block. She goes back to Morrow at the top. Dishes over to Bartolotto. Bartolotto goes to the corner for Golan. Golan gets a screen, now drives into the paint, gives a spin, pump fake, goes up, off the glass and through. Nice move from the junior guard, Hannah Golan, for 2 points. Long Beach still leads by 1.
Golan, one of the top returners from last year's squad, drops the shoulder, drops the head, creates that separation, gets it to go off the glass.
Brenna Pukas up at the top, gets a screen from right as she moves to her right side. Oliva Fernandez also sets a screen, now she gets the pass. Oliva Fernandez drives in, scoop layup, it's up and through, right from the right block. Oliva Fernandez with a nice move. The sophomore has put the Beach ahead by 3.
And Oliva Fernandez now into double digits, 11 points on the afternoon.
Maddie Morrow gets a screen for Point Loma, dribbles up to the top, now goes down low. Vlahov, height advantage, lays it in right over the top of Kyra Samuel Afalabi. Point Loma answers a 2 with a score of their own. It's a 57-56 lead for the Beach. Oliva Fernandez on the right wing, guarded tightly by Bartolotto. Now it's a bounce pass to Wright in the high post. Wright goes to the left corner. Triple from Samuel Afalabi, no good. Off the glass and then off the rim before the rebound is pulled down by Morrow. Point Loma on the other end, driving baseline and then taking a mid-range. Golan too short on the shot. Offensive rebound from Bartolotto, but she dribbled it off the baseline. It's out of bounds off of Point Loma, and the Beach will have the ball.
We've seen sloppy starts to quarters all afternoon long, Bruce, but finally in the fourth, both these teams come out on the front foot. A few changes coming now from both sides, but this is a strong start to a crucial fourth quarter. Now Kenan Kaw will get her first action.
Good to see Kenan Kaw back in the second half. She gone to the locker room during the first half with what appeared to be an ankle injury. Haley Wright up at the top, bounce pass into Kaw. She goes to the corner, 3. Oliva Fernandez with space. It's nothing but nylon. Judith Oliva Fernandez knocks down the 3, and the Beach are ahead by 4.
And an immediate impact from Kenan Kaw, once again working inside out.
60-56, Beach ahead, 7 minutes to go in the game. Point Loma with the ball again. It's Vlahov on the left wing, giving a jab step, working on Kenan Kaw. Now she hands off to Morrow. Maddie Morrow gives a pass to Golan on the left wing. She's getting doubled, and it's a jump ball. Judith Oliva Fernandez and Kenan Kaw double team the ball handler. They force the jump ball. Point Loma has the possession arrow, so they'll keep it. But nice active defense from Oliva Fernandez to get her hands in there.
And Kenan Kaw has come out off the bench, out of the locker room. The same fire and intensity that this entire team needs to follow.
Inbound pass goes to Golan up at the top. Golan now drives. Floater from the right block. In off the glass. A tough shot there, moving the other way with a heavy contest. But Hannah Golan puts it in anyway. 60-58, the Beach lead. Pukas hands off to Reynoso on the right wing. Reynoso gave a pump fake, now passes to Kaw. Haley Wright gets the ball on the left wing. Wright dribbles once, gets double teamed, finds her cutter, but it's picked off. The pass stolen by Hannah Golan. Point Loma now slows it down a bit. Romero actually pulls the triple in transition. Izzy Romero hits the 3 from the left wing. Was a couple of steps beyond the 3-point line. A deep 3 puts Point Loma back ahead by 1. Reynoso getting heavily pressed in the backcourt, and now Point Loma knocks it out of bounds. Eli Tippins had the last touch. The Beach will pass it in from the sideline as Point Loma has gone back ahead by 1.
Beach hold the lead briefly, but the Sea Lions do what they've done all afternoon. They find some way to get the momentum back on their side with their traveling fans, with their bench. They put Christy Reynoso under pressure, and now off of this inbound pass, Long Beach State will have 23 seconds on the shot clock to set something up.
Inbound pass goes to Kaw on the right block. Kaw, scoop, in. Kaw puts it off the glass. The up and under layup is good. The Beach are back ahead by a point. Izzy Romero with the ball. She's got 13 points and 5 assists on the afternoon. She dishes off to Morrow on the right wing. Gets into Tippins. Tippins mid-range jumper, no good off the back iron, and a physical rebound from Pepe. Controls the ball for the Beach. The San Diego State transfer and Long Beach native Pepe now hands off to Reynoso. Thought about a deep three, but instead dribbles to her left and gives over to Pepe on the right wing. Pepe down low to Kaw, and a foul will be called against Maddie Morrow. Some tight defense against Cannon Kaw. Point Loma with a foul, and the Beach keep possession.
Morrow, that's her first personal of the afternoon. She has plenty to give. And now we're going to see, as we approach the final 5 minutes, who Amy Wright trusts to be on the floor in these moments as Long Beach State goes back and forth with Point Loma in the fourth quarter.
Jones Brown, the inbounder from the baseline, needs to find a pass and gets to Olivia Fernandez. Olivia Fernandez drives, puts it in, a foul. The shot no good, but it'll be 2 free throws for Judith Oliva Fernandez.
And that's been a battle all night long between Judith Oliva Fernandez and Eiley Tippins. Oliva Fernandez that time gets downhill, invites the contact, and will now get to the free throw line. Free throws also down the stretch here, Bruce, going to be crucial for Long Beach State. They've struggled so far this afternoon.
The Beach 5 for 9 from the free throw line so far in the game. 56%, not what they're looking for, but Point Loma even worse at 2 for 6. Oliva Fernandez with her first trip to the line, and she misses the first one. Neither of these two teams sharp from the stripe so far today. 62-51, Beach ahead, 5:39 to go in the fourth quarter. Oliva Fernandez with 14 points today. Her second shot, no good. 0 for 2 on the trip to the line. That time, not what the sophomore forward was looking for.
And still only a 1-point game.
Izzy Navarro at the top. Gets a switch against Haley Wright. Now passes all the way across to the left corner, going baseline. Vlahov now goes to work in the post on the left block. Couple of moves, and she puts it in with the left hand. Cannon Kaw was right there, but couldn't get enough of a contest to prevent the shot. Now a foul gets called against Point Loma, and Long Beach tried to go to work quickly. They'll keep the ball and a pass in from the baseline.
Yeah, let's go back to that play by Ruby Vlahov. She backs down Cannon Kaw from outside the paint all the way down beneath the rim. It's a big body move from the sophomore forward. Long Beach State tries to answer back with a transition play of their own, and once again, full shot clock at the disposal off the inbound.
Oliva Fernandez gets rejected by Eiley Tippins right off the inbound. Oliva Fernandez thought she had space, but Tippins blocks it. Now a pass goes to Tippins in transition. She spins and lays it in right off the glass. Eiley Tippins with 2 points, and Point Loma is ahead 65-62.
And Tippins, 19 points now, on the verge of a 20-piece.
Cannon Kaw on the right block, puts it up, no good. Rebound goes to Hannah Golan. Point Loma controls the ball with a 3-point lead as we eclipse 5 minutes to go. Romero, long pass, Morrow with space, pulls the triple, no good, it rims out. Rebound for Pepe of the Beach. Oliva Fernandez now goes for a long pass, but it gets tipped out of bounds by Eiley Tippins. She collided right into the Long Beach bench, but another good defensive play from Tippins.
The senior center, Tippins, is having an incredible game. That time, Cannon Kaw was free and clear down the sideline. Fernandez tried to pick her out, and Tippins crashes from midcourt, gets active hands in there, and sends the ball into the Long Beach bench. 4.5 to go now. The Beach trail by 3.
Tippins with 19 points and 4 blocks. Add a steal to her line as well, but she's also had multiple balls just tipped out of bounds to put a halt to Long Beach possessions. We've got a timeout halfway through this fourth quarter. Point Loma ahead 65-62 as we take a break on 22 West Radio. Halfway through this fourth quarter, 4 minutes and 33 seconds to go. It's Point Loma with a 65-62 lead over Long Beach State. The Beach with the ball, and the inbound pass is tipped out of bounds by Hannah Golan. It's been an impressive game for the junior guard Golan. She's got 13 rebounds to go alongside 4 points and 4 assists.
Yeah, last year Golan part of the Pac West All-Tournament team, looking for another big year.
Kennencott hands off to Jones Brown. Here's Reynoso on the left side, gives to Jones Brown, who hands off to Kaw. Kennencott gets a screen on the left side, but dribbles to her right before picking it up and passing to Reynoso up at the top. Bounce pass into Pepe on the left block. Pepe spin move, puts it up, but missed the layup. Offensive rebound, second chance is good for Pepe. Kylie Pepe, the San Diego State transfer, missed the first chance, but then puts it in. Long Beach trims the lead to 1.
And Pepe throws a big-time shoulder on the block. She's got to be careful, though. 4 personal fouls this afternoon.
Point Loma's head coach Charity Elliott, immediately had something to say after that last play. Here's a bucket for Point Loma. Ruby Vlahov got some space down low, and Hannah Golan found her. An easy layup for the Sea Lions. 67-64, Point Loma ahead of the Beach, 3:40 to go. Jones Brown up at the top, gets a screen from Oliva Fernandez, drives into the block, picks up her dribble, goes back out. Oliva Fernandez, a triple, no good, off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound though for Jones Brown. She steps through, shot from the block, gets a foul. She'll go to the line for 2. Nice work on the offensive glass from the 5'6" guard. Jacoya Jones Brown plays much more physical than her height would say.
Jones Brown, 5 rebounds on the afternoon. That was her average last year. And we're going to say it so much this season. She's 5'6", but plays like a center. In the paint, the ball always seems to find its way to her. And off of that foul call, Charity Elliott had her head in her hands. As much as Long Beach State has struggled tonight, Sea Lions don't want to give the Beach a chance to stack some free points.
Jones Brown missed the first free throw. She's now 4 for 6 on the afternoon. Or 3 for 5 on the afternoon. She's got 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Second free throw from Jones Brown is good. So she's up to 14 points, and Long Beach has trimmed the lead down to 2.
Yeah, and with Pepe in foul trouble, we're going to see the return of Lauren Cummings as Long Beach looks to switch into a smaller ball lineup down the stretch.
Tyra Samuel Afalabi also subs in. Jones Brown heads off. Point Loma ahead by 2, 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the game. Jocelyn Pasquale handling. She's on the left wing as she dishes up to the top from Morrow. Morrow gets a screen, now bounces it to the high post for Tippins. She spins, gets double teamed, and a foul will be called against Kennencott, who comes in and reaches. Haley Wright was the one playing defense in the post, but caught a piece of Tippins' arm as she tried to go for a steal.
Long Beach State has plenty of fouls to give here in the fourth quarter, so Kennencott, that's only her second personal. More than happy to take that. Just keep Tippins from going up.
Here's Tippins right off the inbound pass. She's got a foul. Missed the shot off the front iron by Haley Wright. Gets whistled. It'll be 2 shots from the free throw line for Eiley Tippins.
And that's less favorable for Long Beach State. Haley Wright now 4 personal fouls, and it's a shooting foul, so Tippins gets free throws to go along with it.
Tippins goes to the line here. She's 1 for 4 from the free throw line on the night, but if she makes just one of these, she'll be into 20 points in the game. First shot up and good. So it's officially a 20-piece for Eiley Tippins, the senior center, with 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 blocks. Been a nice game so far.
Yeah, Tippins really has led the way, and after the second free throw, Long Beach State's going to make some changes.
Tippins 2 for 2 on this trip to the line. So it's a 69-65 lead for Point Loma. 3 minutes and 11 seconds to go.
Off goes Cummings and Wright. Back in comes Pepe and Olivia Fernandez. Long Beach looking for some size here. Just over 3 minutes to go.
Tyra Samuel Afalabi running the point. She crosses the timeline and now dishes over to Pepe at the top. Pepe, a couple of dribbles, almost had it poked loose, but is able to keep possession as she dishes to Samuel Afalabi. Bounce pass goes into Oliva Fernandez, who gets called for a travel. Was trying to back down Point Loma, but Hannah Golan pulled the chair. Oliva Fernandez lost her pivot foot and turns it over. Point Loma gets the ball back with a 69-65 lead.
And Amy Wright switches the changes again. Off goes Oliva Fernandez and Pepe. Back on come Cummings and Wright. So Cummings and Wright going to be the defensive specialists down the stretch here.
Jocelyn Pasquale across the timeline. Tippins cutting, but a pass gets deflected. Pasquale tracks it down, another deflection, but this time it's Morrow who comes up with it for Point Loma. 13 on the shot clock. Golan dribbles over to her right. She's up at the top, goes behind the back, now crosses over, a little bit of a push-off, and she's called for an offensive foul before Golan can put up the mid-range shot. She's called for a push-off against Tyra Samuel Afalabi. Point Loma turns it over, and now with 2 minutes and 31 seconds, the Beach bring back in Jacoya Jones-Brown and Kylie Pepe.
A lot of changes coming in and out, Bruce. That bench is active for Long Beach State.
Reynoso and Samuel Afalabi head off. It's Jacoya Jones-Brown in the backcourt. Tight defense from Jocelyn Pasquale. Jones-Brown gets a screen from Pepe. She goes to her left, up at the free throw line, goes to the corner for Kopp. Pass right back to Jones-Brown on the left wing. She gives to Pukas. Pukas to Wright on the right wing. Wright takes one dribble, goes back to Pukas, out by the three-point line. They swing it along the wing to Jones-Brown. She goes down low for Pepe. Spin move. Shot up, off the glass, and through. Nice move from the senior Kylie Pepe, and the Beach are back within 2.
And a patient possession for Long Beach State. Finally pays off.
Hannah Golan on the right wing goes down low. Vlahov had the pass, but then it's a foul that'll go against Brenna Pukas, the true freshman, trying to keep up. Pukas stands just 5'6" compared to Ruby Vlahov, 6'3", so a tough matchup that time.
As we mentioned, the fouls to give are running out. Long Beach State, 4 team fouls. Just trying to keep Point Loma off the 1-and-1s. So we are under 2 minutes here in the fourth quarter.
Another sub, Lauren Cummings, checks in.
They're going to get Haley Wright for a foul here, Bruce, off the ball before the ball was in play on the inbound.
And that's going to be free throws here for Point Loma with the dead ball foul against Wright.
It's also Wright's 4th personal, so she's going to have a seat on the bench.
Eiley Tippins is the Point Loma player going to the free throw line. Tippins 3 for 6 from the stripe so far today. 21 points for the Point Loma center. Goldman quiets down. Now her first shot is up and through, so Tippins has hit her last 3 free throws here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and this next free throw is going to be big for Point Loma. They lead 70-67, a chance to make it a 2-possession game right here.
Minute 52 to go. The exhibition opener for Long Beach State. Tippins puts it up. It's 2 for 2 on that trip to the line. Eiley Tippins has extended the Point Loma lead to 4.
And Christy Reynoso checks back into the game. Off goes Lauren Cummings, who didn't get touches on the ball. Going to see who takes this next shot for Long Beach State. It's going to be a big one.
Jacoya Jones-Brown with the ball on the left wing. She dribbles over to the right side, now drives in. Had her pass tipped, and it's a steal for Hannah Golan. Point Loma forces a turnover, and now with a 4-point lead, we'll see if they slow it down. Minute and 30 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Point Loma with a 4-point lead. Pass goes to Golan, swung up top for Tippins, who hands off to Morrow. Morrow goes over for Golan on the left side, and now it's Navarro coming up to the top to get it. 8 to shoot. Navarro goes down low for Tippins. A foul is called. Tippins missed the shot, but she'll go to the free throw line again for 2 more shots.
And it's another mismatch. It's Pukas who gets caught down on the block. Just over a minute to go, and Point Loma a chance to add 2 more freebies from the line.
Tippins will step to the line here. 23 points in the game. Point Loma has not made a shot from the field in the last 2 minutes and 39 seconds, but it's Tippins' free throws who have kept them ahead. First one up and no good. So Tippins has her streak of 4 straight free throws broken. 71-67 the score. Minute 15 to go. Tippins will shoot another. Tippins' second shot, no good. It's 0 for 2 on the trip to the line, but now a foul is called on the offensive glass. Ruby Vlahov got loose, and Long Beach gets called for a foul. It'll be more free throws for Point Loma, and this time Vlahov going to the line to take them.
Yeah, that's a dead ball foul, and it's another 1-and-1 coming now for Point Loma. Long Beach just needs to get possession back here.
Vlahov has not shot free throws before this one, and it misses. 3 straight misses from the free throw line for Point Loma between Vlahov and Tippins. Vlahov will have 1 more shot. 4-point lead for the Sea Lions. Second free throw up and good. So they're able to salvage something on that possession. It's a 5-point lead for the Sea Lions. A minute and 10 seconds to go. Jacoya Jones-Brown on the other side for Long Beach State. Gives a pass to Pepe on the wing. Pepe crosses over. Now she drives in through contact. There's a foul. Pepe will go to the line for 2 as Tippins gets called for some contact.
Yeah, and that time Pepe just goes low, gets the leverage before going up. Was able to sell the contact as well with some theatrics after the shot, and now Long Beach State needs these free throws. Down by 5.
These will be Pepe's first free throws tonight. First one up and good. Pepe is 6 for 17 from the field tonight. The San Diego State transfer is immediately been a high impact offensive player for the Beach, and she goes 2 for 2 on her trip to the line this time. It's down to a 3-point game. Big couple of free throws there for Pepe. We eclipse 1 minute to go. Point Loma with the ball and a 3-point lead. Izzy Navarro dribbling on the left wing, gets a screen and now dishes over to Golan. Amy Wright frustrated on the Beach bench. Pass goes down low for Vlahov. She lays it up but missed. Pepe has the rebound. 45 seconds to go. The Beach with the ball and they're down by 3. Pass goes up to the right side for Pukas. She goes down low for Ka. Had it tipped away but then tracks it down. Jacoya Jones-Brown in the right corner. 15 to shoot. Reynoso up at the top gets the ball. She crosses over and gives to Jones-Brown. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Jones-Brown dishes to Reynoso. She pulls the triple. No good. Off the back iron. Rebound goes to Hannah Golan. And now a foul gets called, or a timeout actually gets called by Point Loma. As soon as they secured the rebound, Charity Elliott ran over and called the timeout. The shot clock will be off. 22.3 on the clock in the fourth quarter as the Beach trail by 3 and Point Loma has the ball.
Not a bad shot at all from Christy Reynoso. She's built for these moments. She is a shooter, playing in the Drew League this summer, earned the nickname Trey Noso. Unable to hit the shot that time, off a back iron, and a smart timeout as well from Charity Elliott. Point Loma will have an opportunity to hold for the last shot here, Bruce. Long Beach State will need to foul. That's a dangerous game to play down by 3.
Point Loma is in the bonus, so Long Beach will have to foul and send them to the line as quick as they can. Would assume Long Beach will try to force a turnover in the backcourt, but then send the Sea Lions to the free throw line as soon as they cross the half-court stripe. We'll see how long Amy Wright wants to let the clock burn as they go for a turnover before they foul.
Yeah, and with Long Beach State needing to foul, they're going to take Kylie Pepe off the floor with 4 fouls. Also one to watch here. Pukas has stayed on. She also has 4, so Long Beach State needs to be smart about who they foul and who commits it off this inbound.
Long Beach going to try and go for a steal. Inbound pass goes to Navarro. Point Loma gets a pass to the corner, but Navarro gets fouled before she got rid of it. It'll be 2 shots from the free throw line here for Izzy Navarro.
Pukas was matched up one-on-one against Navarro, and she couldn't commit the foul. Amy Wright was furious, and Morgan Mack is able to save face. Only a few seconds off the clock. 18.3 as it reads, and Navarro, the junior guard, looks to knock down a few big ones for Point Loma.
She's 1 for 2 on free throws tonight. Big shot here. First one up and good. So Navarro hits the first free throw and extends the Point Loma lead to 4. Beach now down multiple possessions. Navarro will shoot one more. The point guard for Point Loma with 14 points tonight. Alongside 4 rebounds and 6 assists. Second free throw, no good. Jacoya Jones-Brown has the rebound, and the Beach call a quick timeout.
So many options here now, and it's all because of Jacoya Jones-Brown pulling down that rebound. Amy Wright will have 17 seconds to work with. Long Beach State can go for a quick 3, a quick 2, but it needs to be a quick bucket and a foul. They're running out of time here in the fourth quarter, but in an exhibition game, a great exercise in clock management coming now for the Beach.
17 seconds as Amy Wright calls timeout and draws up a play. She's got the clipboard out.
We've also seen Point Loma run a hybrid full court press at times this afternoon. Again, in an exhibition game that's not going to count against your record, Point Loma can afford to sell out defensively as well. Long Beach State has been able to break the press, and with the primary ball handler being, you can imagine, Jacoya Jones-Brown or Christy Reynoso, they're going to need to get it beyond half court in a flash. Again, only 17.4 seconds on the clock. The shot needs to be up and good inside the next 10 seconds for Long Beach State to have a shot at it.
The 5 on the floor for the Beach are Pepe, Jones-Brown, Samuel Afalabi, Pukas, and then the inbounder, Kenan Ka. Beach with the ball on the Point Loma side as the timeout advanced. The inbound pass goes to Samuel Afalabi, gives right back to Ka, who finds Jones-Brown cutting. In pass goes to Pepe. She puts it right up, and the scoop layup is good. Pepe with 2 points cuts the lead to 2 with 9.4 seconds to go, and now Point Loma will call timeout. The Beach get the bucket that they needed, and now they'll have to go for a steal or a foul as Point Loma inbounds the ball after their timeout.
And a bit too a bit too dicey for my liking, Bruce. Long Beach State disorganized on that possession. Pepe, an awkward scoop shot, almost a behind-the-back shot from inside the paint, is able to go. And now with 9.4 seconds, Long Beach State needs to foul. That'll take at least 2 seconds off the clock, then get the ball back. Still, timeouts at the disposal of Amy Wright. She's got 2 left to advance the ball up the floor, but Long Beach State needs to stop right now off the foul. They can't afford to have both free throws hit. Down by 2.
Long Beach will be trying to go for a steal again.
Off the steal, they also can't commit any fouls too egregious. Just enough contact to send Point Loma to the line and give themselves a shot at it down the stretch.
You've got 9.4 seconds on the clock, 73-71. Point Loma ahead. They'll be inbounding from the sideline. Long Beach looking for a steal as they trail by 2.
Pepe and Pukas both on the floor, both with 4 fouls.
Golan finds Navarro off the inbound. The foul is not called immediately, so a couple of seconds tick off before the Beach get the foul. 6.8 seconds on the clock as Izzy Navarro will go to the line. She went 1 for 2 on her last trip here, 2 for 4 in the game.
Yeah, that's the shiftiness of Navarro that just gets that extra half second off the clock. Long Beach State needs to get the rebound, needs to get the ball up the floor quickly. Navarro, chance to ice this game.
First free throw, no good. So even if Navarro hits the second one, the Beach will be 1 shot away from at least a tie. Big free throw here to try and extend the lead to 3 for Point Loma. Navarro dribbles a couple times, her free throw up and good. So Long Beach will call another timeout. Amy Wright now with a chance to draw up a play. Long Beach looking for a 3-pointer to tie this thing up with 6.8 seconds to go.
Yeah, Navarro in a difficult position. It might have been better to miss that shot, Bruce. Now Long Beach State has a chance to advance the ball up the floor, get it inside their own half, and draw up a play with 7 seconds to go. A 3 will tie it, so you can imagine Christy Reynoso's going to be getting serious looks out of this timeout. She's the sniper on the Long Beach bench. As for Point Loma, no field goals in the last 3 minutes and 48 seconds. It's been all free throws that have kept them in this game. In this exhibition, Long Beach State now a chance to tie it up at the buzzer.
74-71, Point Loma ahead of Long Beach State in the season opening scrimmage for Long Beach State here in the gold mine. Could be a good finish brewing. Point Loma ahead by 3 in the Beach after calling timeout. Will advance the ball across the half-court line and have a chance with 6 seconds on the clock to get a 3-pointer up to tie.
It certainly has not been the best afternoon for Long Beach State in this exhibition game. They've struggled mightily to just find any kind of offensive rhythm, and defensively they have not been able to slow Point Loma at any point. The Sea Lions, a large traveling contingent today in the stands, we're more than happy to see just one more defensive stand go their way for Long Beach State. This inbound play needs to be run to perfection, and no Christy Reynoso on the floor, so somebody else is going to be taking this last shot.
6.8 seconds on the clock. Jacoya Jones-Brown, the inbounder for Long Beach State. Pepe comes up to the top to get the pass. The clock is running. Pepe takes a couple dribbles, hands off to Jones-Brown. Jones-Brown goes to the corner. Triple from Samuel off a lobby. No good, and the buzzer sounds. The 3-pointer was there, but Tyra Samuel off a lobby can't knock it down, and this one goes final with Point Loma beating the Beach 74-71.
And that was the play, Bruce. Jones-Brown had the ball in her hands, made the right pass. The shot was off before the buzzer sounded in the corner. But it's too little too late for Long Beach State, and they dropped this exhibition game 74-71.
That does it for the opener for Long Beach State's women's basketball season. This was an exhibition game, so none of these stats or the loss will count against Long Beach's overall record on the season. But next time out, it will be counting. The Beach opened their season at Wyoming on the 7th at 5:30. They also play at Colorado State on the 9th before they return home to play Cal Baptist on November 12th. They'll be on the call for that one. So in 11 days, the Beach will be playing their first game at the Walter Pyramid. They dropped this exhibition opener, though, 74-71. Point Loma wins.
Plenty of lessons to take away from this one, Bruce. Plenty of time to make the adjustments. Long Beach State in a full team huddle at midcourt right now. Amy Wright leading it. So many things to adjust going forward, and that regular season is coming up fast.
Kylie Pepe, the transfer from San Diego State, leads the way for the Beach with 16 points. Jacoya Jones-Brown had 14 points alongside 6 rebounds and 6 assists. Jones-Brown likely to get a lot of run at point guard this season for Long Beach State, coming off a Big West all-freshman team selection last year. Brenda Pukas with 12 points as a true freshman in her first action for the Beach, and then Judith Aliva Fernandez with 14 points and 7 rebounds for Long Beach State. That'll do it for us here at the Gold Mine. Point Loma beats Long Beach 74-71 in the exhibition Long Beach opener. For JayDe Beaudry next to me and the rest of our 22 West sports crew, I'm Bruce Kuntz. This has been Long Beach State Women's Basketball on 22 West Radio. We'll be back on the air at 6 p.m. tonight as Beach Women's Volleyball plays host to UC Irvine in the Black and Blue rivalry. Hope you'll join us for that, and thank you again for tuning into this one today.